Warren Buffett is one of the first names that comes to mind when thinking about investing. However, did you know that he crossed the billion-dollar mark at the age of 52? A careful analysis of his wealth graph indicates that Buffett has been a very patient and analytical investor throughout his career, an essential quality most novice investors lack. As George Bernard Shaw once said, "Beware of false knowledge. It's more dangerous than ignorance." In this video, we find out why we should not invest blindly. Coming up right now. Hi, I'm Manyara Kirago, and this is Money Skills, the channel that informs, educates, and sometimes challenges conventional thinking to help you manage your money better and ultimately transform your financial life. If you are new here, please click the subscribe button and the bell icon to be informed whenever I upload a new video each week. Remember to stay tuned in right up to the end of the video to receive a free bonus. Are you ready to start investing? And when you do start, will you manage the investments yourself? Have you spent time learning about investments and investment products? If your answer to the first two questions is yes, and the last one is no, I would like to remind you that investing without sufficient knowledge is like playing Russian roulette. Russian roulette is a high-risk game played with a firearm where a single bullet is loaded into one of the chambers of a revolver, which is then spun. The player then puts the gun to his head and pulls the trigger. If the chamber with the bullet happens to be lined up with the trigger, the player is dead. If it is not, the result is only a harmless click. It's all a matter of chance, and so is investing without knowledge. There are 5 things that could happen if you invest without learning. Number 1, you might lose your capital. One of the first things that might happen is you losing your capital investments. When you invest without understanding enough about different financial products and asset classes, you are likely to make hasty decisions. The fear of missing out on an investment opportunity is likely to distort your judgment. One only has to look at the thousands of investors who have lost massive amounts of money in pyramid schemes to understand what I mean. The second is that you're likely to invest in risky products. Every investor has a risk appetite, and it is critical to choose investment products that suit your risk profile. What a financial advisor does is to find asset classes that match your risk profile and create a portfolio accordingly. Since you didn't study enough about different financial products, you might take excessive risks unknowingly and thereby losing your capital or receiving lower returns. Examples include forex trading, greenhouse farming schemes, multi-level marketing schemes, etc. People investing in off-plan building projects and property subdivision schemes should also be keenly aware about the risk that they are taking. Thirdly, you might expose yourself to tax issues. The returns you generate in an investment are subject to taxation. The rate of taxation might vary from one asset class to another depending on your period of investment. If you do not understand the tax rates correctly, you might end up making a filing error that could cost you later. You may not only face a penalty, but legal action because of your lack of knowledge. Fourthly, you may over-leverage yourself. Investing is an exciting proposition, and people often tend to over-leverage themselves when a promising opportunity presents itself. However, extending your credit without doing a thorough analysis of your financial circumstances could put a strain on your financial life. It might force you to rely on external or costly credit options just to fulfill your new obligations. A typical example is people who sign up for an off-plan property project that require payments which may not be sustainable. Number 5, you may commit yourself to lifelong financial disaster. Your financial life is a serious matter. So never make financial decisions hastily. However, when you have little understanding of the different asset classes, you might commit investing mistakes that could have serious financial repercussions on your life. Investments such as education policies and annuities are often entered into under sales pressure and without a clear understanding of what the investor is signing up for. Unfortunately, these contracts are usually almost impossible to get out of without a big financial loss. Many people have found out too late that the education policy they were counting on for their children's higher education was woefully inadequate. Others, that the annuity they were counting on for their upkeep in old age could not meet their needs. As you see, having limited understanding of financial matters could result in a financial disaster. Here is what you should do. The first thing you should do is define your investment goals. Are you looking for long-term wealth generation? Are you investing for a short-term goal such as saving up money for down payment for a house? You can divide your investment goals into 3 categories. Short-term financial goals such as creating an emergency fund or paying off credit card debt. Intermediate or mid-term financial goals such as saving down payment for a house or capital for a new business. And long-term financial goals such as saving for your own retirement or your children's higher education. The key is to define specific, measurable, and time-bound goals. Once you have set your goals, create a strategy to achieve them and start executing it. The next step is to find the right investment product for achieving each of your financial goals. Some critical factors to consider while choosing financial products include the risk profile of the asset, the average returns, the ease of access to the invested funds. For instance, if you're a young investor saving for retirement, choosing financial products that provide high returns over long periods makes sense, even if the risk is slightly higher. You have sufficient time to offset the risks caused by market movements. On the other hand, if you are saving for the down payment of your home, choosing a fixed income investment with a lower risk profile is probably the right strategy to adopt. Now that you have a list of ideal financial products to achieve your various financial goals, it's time to scrutinize them further. Start by learning as much as you can about each of these assets. Some of the questions to ask are, what is the risk profile of this financial product? What are the average returns offered by this asset class over the past 3 years, 5 years, or even 10 years? Does it offer partial withdrawal or early withdrawal, especially when you might need it in case of an extended emergency? Are your returns going to be taxed for a given financial product? In short, you need to understand everything about the investments you have selected. After all, you will invest your hard-earned money in them, so be as diligent as possible. Once you are confident about your choices, it's time to start investing. Start small and grow with time. While investing in a fixed income asset is a relatively easy decision, choosing the right investment amount for a market-related product could be a bit tricky. Financial experts suggest investors diversify their portfolio. Since you are new to investing, I would suggest starting with a small amount. As you see your investments grow, continue increasing your contributions periodically. Make sure to track your investments, ensuring that you are on the right track to achieving your financial goals. No one said that investing is easy. However, if you are ready to learn as you continue investing, you are going to do just fine. If you are in doubt, make sure you consult a financial professional. Always focus on the bigger picture instead of going for short-term gains. So, are you ready to invest and achieve your financial goals without playing Russian roulette? As a financial coach, I help people gain better control over their financial lives and leverage their income into long-term financial independence. If you need help, please contact me and I'll help you build your long-term wealth. Thank you for watching And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and also click the subscribe button and the bell icon to be the first to know whenever I upload a new video. As a bonus, I have a free report which is called The Top Money Mistakes Kenyan Professionals Make and How to Avoid Them. To download this free report, follow the link below to my website. I look forward to seeing you soon.